Hi everybody, Sanbonani, welcome to my channel. Happy Tuesday. Okay, I'm so tired of this weather. Okay, today it's summer, tomorrow it's winter, the other day it's spring. It's all mixed up. Okay, I hope you're having a good morning this morning. Listen, if you're joining me for the first time today, Kamala Mutano Mdleche, and on this channel, Skuluma Ama reality TV shows, Ama celebrities, Kanye Nama YouTubers. If it's your first time, get join and you've never ever subscribed on this channel, there is a subscribe button. And if you're joining me from Facebook or Twitter, make sure that you follow me over there, you guys. Lindy Webembe, good morning. Kukushange, good morning. Amuchelang, good morning. Milano, good morning. Obviously, it's lunch there. What are you having for lunch? Anyway, you guys, listen, I have a few stories to do. I haven't spoken about Senzo Meyiwa's case, you guys. I just chose not to. Okay, I have my reasons for it, but we're going to talk about this DNA shocker that came out in court yesterday. Okay, we're going to talk about what they say is happening with this DNA. Okay, and you guys, there's this fake doctor here. Did I not laugh the whole day yesterday? Because, guys, for me, this Dr. Matthew person, it was the first time that I was hearing about him. And then at the same time, I'm watching his videos. I'm like, I can't even believe that people. I can't even believe that people believe that this boy was a doctor. Okay, if you watch his videos, you are like, of course, he's not a doctor. Why did Vets University even have to confirm that for us? Okay. Hi, guys. Like I cannot even believe it. Because people believed anything that that boy was saying. But we're going to talk about that story as well. And in addition to that, you guys, it has been reports that there is a Netflix documentary that Kelly Kumalo and Zadi Kumalo are involved in, and it's about the passing of Senzo Meyiwa, and that they were offered the 22 million. And Netflix, you guys, has come out to say something about that. So we're going to do that story as well, you guys. So listen, okay. Did you guys really honestly believe that this doctor was a doctor? This doctor was a doctor. Yo, izolo guys, ngike ngahleka. Okay, I want to find this video that I saw. The first video that I saw of him yesterday. That just made me laugh endlessly because I was like, of course, you guys, this guy is not a doctor, but I wanna find it so that I can show you why. For me, I watched one video of this guy and I was already convinced that this guy is not a doctor. Okay. But the fact that people even thought that there is a possibility that this guy is a real doctor, for me was like, okay, okay. Listen, on social media, you guys, we deal with a lot of people that are pretending to be something that they're not. A lot of people are pretending to be something that they're not. So just because someone comes here and says that I'm a professor of what doesn't mean that they are that. So you always have to watch it and be critical sometimes. Just use your brain and be like, hey, yeah, I listened to this story, but something is off about it. Okay, let me see, you guys, because okay, let me see now this video, because it was right here. So the video that I saw, the first video that I saw that somebody had shared with me, it was of him. I had saved it, you guys. I don't know what happened. It was of him sharing a story of how, because the thing that he is popular for is being this doctor that was or is HIV positive, young doctor that is an HIV positive, that qualified as a doctor at the age of 22. So at 22 years old, he qualified as a doctor. But at some point, the story happened where his partner didn't disclose that they were HIV positive, ended up getting HIV. Okay, that's the first video that I saw. Okay, the first few minutes of the video, you guys, he is eating. I don't know what you call it in your province, because this thing exists in all of the provinces. Okay, even outside of South Africa, he's eating Iobo. Okay, I'm sure you have a different name in your province. Iobo is fake chips. Okay, it's fake knickknacks, fake cheese curls, fake whatever. So just before he tells the story, he's eating Iobo. Okay, so I'm like, guys, I mean, I don't even have to watch like 2 minutes of this video to know that this kid is not a doctor, because I'm a good doctor only yobo, guys. Because a lot of us know what's eating yobo, imnandi yobo, but it's not healthy. We know that, okay? We know that, but we're not doctors, so we can ignore, because we don't know how, what they use to make those chips. But I'm not, you get them from Amaspaza shops. You won't be able to go to Checkers and get those chips. There's a reason for it, okay? So like the first 2 minutes of it, I'm like, this kid is not a doctor, because I'm a good doctors only, guys. And then you look at the room that he's in, okay? I'm like, this room looks like I worked as an RA for some time. Okay, nyawaza maruma seres. I was like, that room looks like a res, yeah, somewhere, university somewhere, but not even university food, like it looked like a res or a storeroom of some sort, a back room, like some stuff roomanyana at the back. I was like, guys, like the fact that people even believe that this kid is a dog, I can't even believe it. Okay. On top of that, you guys, I listened to that story because I like watching documentaries, okay, and listening to people's stories, like life stories. When he was telling that story of how his partner gave him HIV and then he sued the partner and the partner was arrested, guys, like it's just me being lazy. I can find that story here on YouTube. I have heard that story. The only thing that is different with his story is that he changed the dollar sign to a rand sign with the amount. I was like, I can retell that story for him because I have heard that story. Somebody has told that very exact story on the internet. The internet. At the internet. Guys, like for me, like I'm not shocked by the fact that the kid was claiming to be a doctor. I'm shocked by the fact that people believed that he was a doctor. Okay, I'm shocked by it. I'm like, this kid is not a doctor. Half the time he's wearing a dirty jacket. Okay, that you can see because he's probably homeless somewhere. He doesn't have a place to even wash that jacket. Connie jackets get cream in most of his videos. I'm like, hi, he's even struggling to just wash this one jacket. And you guys, and then there's one video he's taking at the hospital in the passage. Because at the time, you guys, people were saying, we never see you with patients, we never see you in the hospital. So he took a video walking in the passage. I can take that. I take my daughter to the hospital all the time, you guys. I can take that video in the hospital. I'm like, guys, I start on pain, guys. But I guess people were following him, even taking some of. Hey, we hope people didn't die from taking his advice because, guys, I mean, really, guys. I mean, I'm like, people really believe that this boy is a doctor. And then he talks about how he qualified as a doctor at 22, but then he finishes matric at 16. We are trying to count. It doesn't add up, but for him, it adds up. Okay. For everybody else that believe he was a doctor, it added up. Okay. But guys, Iyobo for me did it. I was like, no doctor is gonna come on camera eating Iyobo. The fact that people didn't even pick that up, guys, no. So okay, things got serious for him, you guys, because of course people were trying to confirm. He kept on insisting. I think one thing about if you're lying and you have been caught in a lie, especially on the internet, just stop it. Okay. The first sign of being caught in a lie, just stop because people are going to investigate you guys. People don't realize it's very easy to confirm AMA qualifications or more. It's very easy. If somebody says that I graduated from West University, it's very easy to check that they did because a lot of the times these institutions don't want to be associated with anything funny. So they will very much quickly say, listen, we don't have this person in our records at all. This person never graduated with us and all of that. Okay. So it's not difficult to confirm. People always assume that people are not going to go as far as contact the institution to get a confirmation that this person never went to this university. and never graduated in this university. Not only that, you guys, because he was using somebody else's name, he's also in trouble for that. But that is the story that we are going to read right now. Okay. So let's just do that story first, okay? Before we get into the Kumalo sisters, and then we get into the DNA thing, okay? So here's a Dr. Lani story, okay? It's the funniest thing for me, guys. Because people really thought that this boy is a doctor, okay? Okay, so let's do this story, okay? Dr. Matthew Lani charged for pretending to be a doctor and stealing medical interns' identity. Okay. The Department of Health in Gauteng has opened a criminal case against a man claiming to be a medical doctor and giving out medical advice via a popular TikTok app. Dr. Matthew Lani trended on social media. The fact that they're still calling him a doctor on social media after the University of Witwatersrand stated that Lani never obtained any medical qualifications from the institution. In a statement on Monday, the Provincial Department of Health said a case of impersonating a medical doctor was registered at the Brixton police station. Lani managed to weave his way into the system, pretending to be in the employ of Helen Joseph Hospital, where he moved around the hospital corridors, curating content on social media. Listen, I've taken content in the hospital when I take my daughter in the hospital for my other channel. Okay, they don't even bother you at all, you guys. You can vlog in hospital corridors as long as you're not really directing a camera at other people, like you taking footage of yourself and what you are doing. You don't show doctors' faces and all of that. Usually they just leave you alone. Okay, so it's very easy to get content from the hospital if you want to vlog. I haven't had any issues with this. I've done it before. Further investigations by the department reveal that Dr. Sanele Zingelwa, which Lani claims is his name, because of course when people were like, listen, you are not registered as a doctor under the Matthew Lani. He was like, no, but that's my social media name. Listen, you guys, if I'm a qualified medical doctor, I'm going to be Dr. Ntando everywhere. Okay. Nasemjolweni ngizothi, please call me Dr. Ntando. Okay. So I'm not going to be Dr. Matthew over there and then here I'm Dr. Ntando. That just doesn't make sense. Okay. So he says that so they're saying the further investigation by the department revealed that Dr. Sanele Zingelwa, which Lani claims is his real name, belongs to a second-year medical intern. So he went and searched and see here on social media, especially you guys, if you go on social media and search for doctors, okay, you can just pick one name, okay, to say, okay, let me pick this name. Maybe this person is not so popular on social media, so people are not going to easily figure out that I've stolen their name, okay? And then they say it belongs to a second-year medical intern at the Tembisa Provincial Tertiary Hospital, okay? The efforts that went into this person trying to create or fake the identity and all of that, you guys, he could have used it to get the real medical qualification. Honestly, you guys, I don't even know, okay, why he was doing it, okay? The real Dr. Sanele Sobani Vambai Zingelwa has since opened a case of identity fraud at the Tembisa police station, okay? So this is a media statement issued by the Gauteng province, you guys, with regards to this because of course what he was doing is actually criminal, you guys. So let me just do this. Okay, let me continue reading. Meanwhile, the Professions Council of SA says the name Matthew Zingelwa Lani does not appear in the country's register for health practitioners. Okay, so I don't know if doctors only register after they've completed their internship. So it was easy for him to steal the name of somebody that was still doing their intern. Okay, in a statement on Monday, the council further distances itself from Dr. Zingelwa Lani's claim that he was making statements on the HPCSA's behalf. Okay, the HPCSA, Christopher Tsatwane said it never authorized the 27-year-old to make statements on its behalf. Okay, everybody's going to be opening a criminal case against this child. Okay, he added that practicing without registration with the council was a criminal offense. Tsatwane explained that in terms of Section 40 of the Act, any person who is not registered in respect of any health profession but pretends to be so registered in respect of such profession or uses any name, title, description, or symbol indicating or calculated to lead a person to infer that he or she is a holder of any qualification which by the rule under the Act is recognized by the relevant professional board as acceptable for registration in respect of such profession, but of which qualification he or she does not hold, uses any name declared by regulation to be a name which may not be used, shall be guilty of an offense. On conviction, liable for a fine or imprisonment for a period not exceeding 5 years. Okay, at least he's not going to prison for more than 5 years, or to both a fine and such imprisonment. The HPCSA will work with the law enforcement agencies to respond to the increasing number of bogus practitioners as their behavior puts the health of the public at risk. Okay, so here it is, you guys. The other funny video that he released, I think it was yesterday or the day before, was him saying, guys, not me waking up to my colleagues telling me that I'm trending. Which colleagues? Imaginary colleagues. Oh, guys, the fact that, people believe this kid was a doctor is a funny part for me, okay? Okay. Anyway, you guys, let me read the comments and then move on to like more serious stories. Okay. Pulane Rakwane, register marked. Yes, yes, you are present. Good morning, Anna Mohabi Pamela. Good morning. Hello. Pulane Rakwane, I'm ashamed of myself because I've been. But Fulan, did you see him eat yobo? That was like that for me. The yobo made me look at the room, and I'm like, and then made me look at him nje. Yabona nje ukuthi ngathi uyastruggle nokuthola indawo yokuwasha impahla egqokile lo muntu. Doctor, hey, I only got to know him yesterday. I never only got to know him yesterday because he was trending, of course. And I was like, what is this, doctor? And then there was the first video I saw of him telling that story of how he got infected with HIV. That, guys, that is somebody's story. He just stole somebody's story and told it as his own. It's an existing story. Moloin, hello. You can be anything in the apparently, you guys, there has been someone that has commented to say, people that know him say that he had previously claimed to be a policeman to work for SAPS allegedly. So this is not something that is new. He does things like this. Okay, that's why I'm saying that the energy that he's spending pretending to be something that he's not, he might as well work on being something. Okay, Mbali Mabaso, hello, Eliza. Good morning. Today it's Tuesday, and I choose you, Dano. I choose you too. Good morning. That's sweet. Senzolo kuhle. LOL. He should just said he's a teacher. You know, not something like, say you're a teacher, or like even the teacher was a crash, because teacher sometimes they might be able to check, just say teacher was a crash or something, not any profession like that where people would want to know, are you really that? Okay, and there's things that when you talk are going to give you up. No, this person, something is off here. No one would have questioned him. Everything would have aligned perfectly, even with the age, because most teachers graduate at the age of 22. He didn't think about that, you guys. I think now he wasn't calculating, because if you really add up everything that he says, is like you should have qualified when you were 30, basically, but you qualified when you were 22. Okay, something is not adding up. Okay, no, no, ngizidlalele umgosi while stuck in ngizidlalele umgosi while stuck in hectic traffic. Oh, sorry about that. I missed the traffic this morning. We were early in Balimaba, so sorry about that. I know how irritating it is. You wake up early and then you get stuck in traffic. Maweni uphelelaphi ngokuzibiza udoctor. I don't know, Nam, has she removed the title because she was Dr. Maweni. Hands off ku Dr. Wayne. Hayi kuyo, hayi uDr. Wayne. I don't understand it. Welcome kuyo DK and Busisiwe Mbethe Mbalamabaso Senzela Kuhle. Anyway, you guys, let's do this story now. So I want to start with the Netflix before we get into the DNA thing, okay? So there were reports, you guys, that I don't think I did this story on my channel, but there were reports that Kelly Kumalo and Zandile Kumalo entered into a deal with Netflix, a 22 million deal, 22 million rand deal to do this documentary about Senzo Meyiwa's passing. And of course, you know, everything that they do, that family causes an uproar on Twitter, and this one did the same. Okay, and I guess maybe I don't know if journalists were calling Netflix to find out about this docu-series or whatever, but Netflix, I guess, felt the pressure to come out and say something about it. So this is a story that we are going to do right now as to what Netflix is saying about this reported deal. Okay. So why does this thing appear like this now? How do I move this? That's out. Okay, let me just read it while it's here. I don't want to shop, okay? Netflix refutes a 22 million deal with Kelly Kumalo on Senzo Meyiwa. Okay, so these are the sisters. Netflix reveals that they don't have a deal with singers and sisters Kelly Kumalo and Zandile Gumete about the day Senzo Meyiwa passed away. Okay, Netflix has rubbished social media claims that Kelly Kumalo and Zandile Gumete have signed a 22 million deal with the streaming service about Senzo Meyiwa. The Netflix spokesperson told Chisa Live there is no truth to this report. There is no deal between the Kumalos and Netflix. This is after popular social media user Joy Zelda revealed on Sunday, 8th October, that the Kumalos and the Kumalo and the Gumede have signed a 22 million rand deal. Kelly Kumalo and Zandile Kumalo Gumedo have signed a 22 million rand deal with Netflix to produce a docuseries about the event that took place in the house the day Senzo Meyiwa was killed. I actually did see these tweets last week. 1010 Films, which is Netflix production company, premieres a 5-part docuseries on the murder of the South African soccer legend Senzo Meyiwa in April 2022. Meyiwa was asked and paid in a robbery at his girlfriend and Kelly Kumalo's house in Vosloorus on the 26th of October 2014. The crime documentary series featured interviews with Meyiwa family, his friends, former Hawks head Shadrach Sibia and advocate Jerry Nell. The series also featured exclusive interview with sports broadcaster Robert Marawa, who provided an intimate look at both the life and the death of the late Orlando Pirates captain. Those sisters, Kelly and Zandile, did not participate in the docu-series. Snippets of their interviews and other media outlets were used. Okay, so you guys, here it is. I guess Netflix has already done a documentary on this story, which is Senzo Meyiwa's passing. I don't know if they will be doing another one, but definitely they're saying that there's nothing I guess on paper as far as this documentary that is being reported on about the 22 million deal on the Senzo Meyiwa's passing. So the sisters are not doing this documentary, guys. So I don't know where people got this story from. But I guess if Netflix is coming out to say that they don't know anything about it, then I guess it doesn't exist. Maybe they mixed up the platforms. Maybe it's not with Netflix, okay? Maybe it's with another platform, okay? But yeah, as far as Netflix is concerned, Netflix is saying that this does not exist, okay? So that closes it, okay? Constance Corsi, hello, 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 hello. Rafael, the general trend of Dorky's while matter is still finalized in court bothers me Nami, because I feel like those documentaries don't tell the full story. Okay, how much information has come out after they did the Senzo Meyiwa documentary, and I guess maybe there will be another one now that there's so much of new information that has been revealed in courts. I also feel like even with the Tabo base, the people are excited about the documentary. People are excited about maybe a possible movie, and I'm like, don't you want to see the story to the end, and then you can do the movie, because the movie has to have an ending. Okay, do they end up in prison or do they end up getting off? Ooh, that's what we want to know. So then, how are you going to do that thing, that documentary, that a movie before the story is has reached its end? Okay, but anyway, you guys, I mean, it's about money. So if you like Ulinda until the end of the story, someone else is going to do the documentary. So I guess that's why. Okay, not finalizing. I understood what you were saying. Anyway, you guys, let's do this story now, you guys. Like I said, that I did stop doing videos or live stream on a Senzo Meyiwa case for a reason. Okay, I had a reason for it, but it didn't stop my interest in the case. I still watch what is happening in court, you guys. And if I feel like something that is interesting and I feel like something that we need to do an update for in this channel, then yes, I do come and do that. But I haven't spoken about it in a while. In fact, since they came back from break, I haven't done it. Okay. So let's just do this story now, you guys. You said DNA. Okay. I don't know if it shocks any of you what's happening in court right now, but I was shocked, you guys, by what is happening. There are times during this case where I feel like I can see where it's going in terms of whether the people that are accused are going to be found guilty or not guilty. There are times when I feel like I'm sure about it. And then there are times when I feel like I'm uncertain. At this point, I feel like I'm uncertain as I can't even guess as to what's going to happen. But let's read what they say happened in court as far as the DNA results are concerned, you guys. So the Sunday World is reporting on this. Okay. Obviously, you guys, it depends where you want to read the story. Daily Sun reported on it. There's stories on IOL. There's stories on what's that? The Citizen. So it depends where you want to read it. So I just chose the Daily World, the Sunday World. Okay. Kelly Kumalo excluded from the swab samples DNA experts. Okay, that alone, you guys, is a shocker on its own, because this was Kelly Kumalo's mother's house. Okay, and even though she didn't live there, I'm sure she spent a lot of time there. And that day, they had spent a lot of time there, you guys. But we have to also remember this: the DNA swabs were not done the same day that the incident took place. Okay, so yes, you guys. So DNA expert Captain Shedi Phineas Masitla told Pretoria High Court on Monday that Afro Soul singer Kelly Khumalo was excluded from samples that were analyzed. Obviously, you guys, it does not mean that Kelly Khumalo was not there in the house. It just means that there's no DNA. Does that mean that it's an indication that the house was cleaned up after? Maybe the DNA that they found is the only DNA that was left after they cleaned the house? That's a possibility, because otherwise it just wouldn't make sense why you wouldn't find Kelly Khumalo's DNA there when she was there on that day. Okay. And also there was her mother's house. Masitla also excluded 3 of Senzo Meyiwa's suspected murderers or accused, Mthokozisi Mapisa, Fisokuhle Ntuli, and Muzik Awukhulelwa Sibiya, after their DNA were not found on any of the 12 swabs conducted by his office. I'm sure the accused are happy about that. The swabs were conducted 5 years after the murder of Meyiwa at the Fort Slaughter's home and his then girlfriend Kelly in October 26, 2014. Guys, does anybody know what happened to the house after this happened? Do they continue to live in the house? Are they still using that house? Okay, because I'm thinking, does it even make sense to do that swab 5 years after the incident if people lived in that house after the incident had happened and they did normal things that people do in the house, which is we are korotwa, we are clean work, we are dust work, all of that? Okay, would that even make sense that they did the swabs so late? Okay, Masitla is a senior forensic analyst and reporting officer at the biology section of the Forensic Science Laboratory, which falls under the SAPS. He is responsible for analyzing DNA results for the purpose of interpreting the results. You can also find out what is called a mixture DNA. A mixture DNA is a DNA that is donated by more than one person. So those are the results that you have to get when the samples are analyzed. What I do is what we call DNA comparison. It is where I check for a match or non-match. I will then compile a DNA report to table the results to show the results from popular exhibits from the scenes and exhibits from the reference samples. He said his office conducted swabs on different objects found in the house where Meyiwa was Kate. And they also excluded 6 state witnesses, Thokoza Sithwala, 7th witness, Meyiwa's best friend, Tumelo Madlala, and Longwe Twala. Okay. Masitla mentioned that 12 swabs were conducted, including on door handles, in furniture, tiles, and the bathroom. Swabs matching Kelly's mother, Gladness Kumalo, were found on 2 door hangers to room 1 and another room of the house. They were also found on the toilet hanger. Okay, it makes sense. It was her house. Okay. Kelly's sister, Zandile Kumalo's DNA was found on a Smirnoff bottle. Yo, I don't want to mess with the public figure. But I think it's funny, guys. The her DNA is just on the Smirnoff. Ay, ngiyadlala bandla makhumalo. Masenda added that Mayweather's DNA was found on 2 blood swabs from the TV stand, the mouth of the Henneken can and the kitchen tile wall. Okay. The single door profile also matched Meyiwa from the right to the left-hand swabs conducted. However, Masitla said some of the swabs showed no result because not enough DNA could be gathered, therefore showing negative results. Okay. However, Masitla said some of the swabs showed, okay, I'm reading that again. He added that in such cases, his office does not conduct further swabs on the objects. This included a kitchen tile, wall, bedroom, a tree, and the crutches. Why not the crutches though? Didn't they, when they hitting the accused with the crutches? The toilet hanger also resulted in a female figure, but he inserted that it related to no one who formed part of the reference samples. Okay, so that is what is going on, you guys. Does it mean anything really, you guys? Because obviously we do know that Kelly Kumar was in the house, but her DNA is not in the house. Okay, I think that for me it would be significant if Kelly Kumalo's DNA was in the house, but was found, but the accused's DNA was not found. Okay. But the fact that Kelly Kumalo's DNA was not found, I feel like it just for me means that some cleaning was happening. They did clean the house, whoever cleaned the house. But I don't know if you clean the house, does it remove the DNA? Okay, does it remove the DNA and the fingerprints and all of that? Because it's the DNA is different from the fingerprints. I don't know, you guys. But of course, this is significant information, especially for the accused. But that's what's going on in court, you guys, as we continue to watch the case. Okay. They went back to the house immediately after leaving the hospital. Kelly's mom and neighbor were in the house while the police were busy gathering evidence. So that is immediately after the incident. Did they continue living in the house after that? Because it makes a difference if they just went back, maybe stayed a couple of days and then moved out of the house, and then the house was left like that. that would be different from them. They went back and lived in the house, because that would mean that they are cleaning every day, they are removing things. Other people are coming in and out of that house. So, I mean, by the time Shai 5 years, really, are you going to find anything that should be used to make such a big decision as far as this case is concerned? I guess that's my question. Allegedly, the house was sold. The swabs were taken in 2014, the day after the incident, according to the evidence previously alleged. Okay, a day after, but in the article they said that it is 5 years later. Okay, hey, yeah, not Smirnov, not Smirnov. What's the energy mal? So now it's Smirnov. What is what is your DNA doing now with Smirnov when I want you were not that drunk? Okay, and it's Smirnov who will get you drunk, okay? I'm laughing along. Laughter is good for us, you guys. Laughter is good to start your day. Okay, kakumalo. Eyakhe yatholwa kwiSmirnov. I like that because she said she wasn't that drunk. Okay. And one thing about Minov, it will knock you off. Okay. So the detail that she says she remembers, that she really remember them. If her DNA, we are not saying she drank the Smirnoff. We are just saying this, the DNA was on the Smirnoff bottle. Maybe she was pouring it for the boyfriend. We don't know. Okay. Hey, Bali, I'm telling you, hey, yes, DNA results, red flag. It is a red flag, you guys. I just feel like I'm worried about the fact that they said it was taken 5 years later. Okay, that for me is like, is it reliable evidence then? Is it evidence that they really should rely on to make this decision if it's 5 years later? If it is like Lufata is saying that it was taken a day after, then I would be like, okay, that would be more reliable. I would think, okay, that would be more reliable than the evidence it's had to 5 years later. But you guys, that's what is going on right now. Honestly, you guys, when this new judge came, I thought that it was going to be quick. Okay, I don't know how I thought that they were going to be able to call all of these witnesses fast, and but I thought by this time we'll probably know what's happening with this case. I thought it was going to be over, but it doesn't look like they are even close, you guys. But we'll find out what's going to happen with it as soon, you guys. Listen, let me acknowledge my people in the comment section, and then let's click out and go start some work. Okay, Lindy Wapembe was here, was present. Kukushange was present. Thank you so much. Amuchelang was here. Milano was here. Please check out Milano's channel, you guys. Pulane Rakwane. Please check out her channel. Pulane, you have a channel, right? Anna Mohapi, the member. We do have a membership on this channel, you guys. Guys, please don't forget to like this stream, by the way. Pamela Mbanjo was here. How can I skip Pamela? I think I did mention Kukushange Lofato was here. Abigail Baloyi. I feel like I was in class with the Abigail Baloyi. Why does it sound so familiar? Abigail Baloyi. Nancy, you were my classmates. Where did you go to school? Mbali Mabaso was here. Eliza Lungiso was here. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. Senzo, how is it going with the 9 to 5? Okay. How is the experience of being a YouTuber and a 9 to 5? We have a special thing over here. Hey, it's difficult. Busisiwe Bete was here. Thank you so much, Doko. Yogo Dike was here. Did I say Mbalima Baso? I think I did. Constance Kosi has a channel too. Check it out, you guys. Check it out. Just let's support the OGs, okay? And then who else? Petty, Kunu, Morning Dando. I see those 5 people getting justice, okay? I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. I just feel like at this point, like I'm not even stressing about it. I'm not getting emotional like other people get about this case, but we'll see, you guys. I mean, I think they have a chance. I think they do. I think that there was a time when I was like, these guys are going down. Honestly, I felt like that, but now I'm like, maybe there's a chance they might get off. So we'll see, you guys. Okay. And I know I'm from Zimbabwe. Hey, okay. We also do have Abigail Baloyi is in our class. We did have Abigail Baloyi in our class. I think I did have Abigail Baloyi. Where about Abigail Baloyi? Lufatsa was here. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for waking up and spending your morning with me. Thank you so much. We will see. I won't even say I'll see you in the evening, guys. It just depends on if I feel like the network is feeling. I won't even do it because it's just difficult to do it. While we are trying to get course. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like it. Liking is very important and free as well. So I appreciate that so much. And also share the video with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngithanda kakhulu.